Are you getting disappointed by following the same path again and again? It seems that you are stuck in the same trap. You are making the same mistake again and again. You are getting the same disappointing result. Now don't worry. You have the power to change your life. Bob Proctor's inspirational book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, will help you to do this. This book will your guidance to understand your inner paradigms. These are the thoughts and beliefs that affect your every decision and experience, whether you know it or not, with a subconscious mind. The author of this book, Bob Proctor, will tell you how your paradigm are stopping your dreams, how to change your negative thoughts into positive ones, how to build strong beliefs to achieve your goals, how to control your paradigms to achieve success in every field. This will help you to awaken your mind's amazing power and will inspire you to change your dreams into reality. Listen to this audiobook summary till the end and give your life a new twist. This book is important for you if you want to bring a change in your life. You are working hard to achieve your goals. You are surrounded by negative thoughts. You want to feel more confident and strong. You want to achieve success in every field. The author of this book will teach you a new way to live a life. This will help you to understand the importance of positive thinking, self-confidence, and to understand the importance of strong belief. This book can change your life. Millions of people have changed their lives with this book. So, are you ready? Come, let's see the magical thing of this book. Different people do different things. Different things have their own consequences. Despite everything being different, we all run after one thing, and that is peace. We get a peace only when we get the result of our work. You get some work immediately, while some results are late. After the exam, a student is restless until he gets the result. After working for a month, the employees are restless until they get the salary. Similarly, you will be restless until you get the result of your work. But some people are immersed themselves in their work in such a way that they don't know about time and problems. They love their work very much and they do not care about the result. Such people are really happy. Such people like to face the challenge in their work, and after dealing with them, they get happiness immediately. Bob Proctor said, "No one will always keep you happy in this world. Everyone will hurt you. But you find someone for whom you are willing to cry." If we say these things in our words, then there is no work in which you can get complete happiness and never get disappointment. But you find that work in which you like the upcoming problem. This is the best way to be happy. Do you want to do your work in the best way? Or it is possible that you want to be the best in a sport or any other hobby. Whatever it is, you will need a paradigm for power performance. Only then you will be successful. For this, you do not need only discipline. You will also need the right attitude to perform well. But what is the right attitude? For Bob Proctor, the right attitude means to know about the right attitude. He had some books that he used to read all the time. In this, Price Pritchard's You Too and Robert Russell's You Too Can Be Prosperous were included. By reading the books written about the right attitude all the time, Bob used to make the right attitude. Remember that reading is the best way to change your paradigm. For the right attitude, it is also important to ask yourself a question before going to sleep. Now, when my dream is fulfilled, how do I feel? First of all, you may think that what are you talking about? My dreams are not fulfilled yet. That's why I am reading this. You are right, but it is also important to visualize in the right attitude. It doesn't matter whether your dream is fulfilled or not. It only matters how you will feel when it is fulfilled. But why is this? This is because we become what we feel. If you feel that success is made for you, then you will be successful. But if you keep getting scared or keep doubting, then you will not be able to reach anywhere. This is called visualizing. Visualizing what you want to achieve will keep you disciplined to reach there. There are two principles of paradigm for power performance. The first principle is to take responsibility for how you feel or behave. Your body continues to flow energy. Here, energy means your spirit or soul. You need to guide your spirit to where it needs to go. You are the only one who has the power to show it where it needs to go. Will you send your spirit to do something good in your life, like doing something to make yourself a better person? Or will you send it to useless things, like scrolling your phone for hours? The second principle is to decide what you want and behave as if you already have that thing. This is similar to the concept of visualization that we talked about a while ago. If you don't think of it as an impossible journey, then it will be very easy for you to achieve your goals. Instead, thinking of it as a chapter that is already a part of your life. Undoubtedly, you will have to work hard to get there, but this different perspective will make things a little less scary for you. Another technique that can help you is the power life script. It means writing how you want to live and what you want to achieve. The more detail you write it, the better it will be. Don't forget to be grateful for things along with it. For example, I am grateful that while writing my power life script, I use the present tense. When you write it, then while reading the script, record your own audio or video. Some people find the power life script strange, but let me tell you again that you will have to visualize the life you want or want to become. You will have to take your mind to where you want to go. The power life script stops you from going back to your old paradigm. We all have a voice that scares us to go back to our old habits. This inner voice stops you from going back to what you want. The power life script works like a weapon against your doubts and fears. If you keep listening to it again and again, you will start believing it more and more. Often, listening to that script will change your inner voice. When those things start coming from within you, you will have a faith in them. The power life script will also strengthen your new paradigm, in which you will be able to accomplish the things that are in your mind. Unfortunately, things will be a little difficult. There is no problem in taking help from others to help yourself. In other words, you will need an accountability partner. Your accountability partner will be the person you do not want to disappoint. In this way, you will keep encouraging yourself to do your best. Anthony has many degrees. He has majored in business and finances and is currently studying accountancy. You may be thinking that Anthony's future will be very good in the future. Unfortunately, his degrees do not reveal his future. After graduating, Anthony was having a lot of trouble finding a job. Sometimes he would quit his job, but often the company would fire him. On the other hand, Bianca is a fresh graduate who is dreaming of starting her own business. She started it by selling online clothes and opening a store in the city. However, a few months later, Bianca had to close her business. You may be able to relate to both Anthony and Bianca. Even after being very bright and dedicated, some people are not successful. Are you able to connect with one of the two? You may think that no problem, life is like that, but this is wrong. There is a reason why people do not reach their goal. There is also reason why they lose again and again. And all this related to your paradigm. Paradigm means a set of ideas that are fixed in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a part that you do not know about. It is that part keeps an eye on your habits, routines and things that you do automatically. For example, you keep driving your car without thinking. You do not think consciously about opening the car door, putting the key and pressing the accelerator pedal. Your paradigm is made up of those thoughts about which you always think. Your thoughts come from your habits, your ideas and routines. They program you, observe your behavior from waking up in the morning to sleeping at night. You will see that the pattern of your behavior and thinking is not leading you to success. For example, you keep using your phone all day and hope that you would be rich. Still, you do not do anything to earn money. You want your body to be healthy. Still, you keep eating fast food. If you want to be successful in life, then awareness is necessary for it. But why? Because we become what we often think about. And if we do not know where we are in a life right now, then we will not be able to think about being successful. That is why awareness is necessary. Being self-aware means knowing how you think, talk and treat yourself. Changing all these things. That is why you should use these things for your benefit. How can you become self-aware? You can start this with your attitude. Think about how you see challenges, failures and success. When things are not according to you, then what is the first thought that comes to your mind? Do you immediately start insulting yourself and say that you are just failure? If this is the case, then your attitude toward yourself is very bad. To change your attitude and to become self-aware, the technique of repetition is very useful. For example, the author of this book, Bob Proctor, found out about the book by Earl Nightingale, The Magic Word. This is an essay written on attitude. After listening to this again and again, Bob realized how bad his attitude towards himself is. He changed his paradigm through the technique of repetition and became a better person. Whatever work you are doing, always look for challenges in it. If you do not look for challenges, then nothing new and fun will happen in your life. You will live one day every day and do the same work every day, which will bore you out of your life. For example, if you are learning something new, then you look for small challenges in that work. Don't look for big challenges, because if you lose in it, you will be disappointed and you will leave that work. In your daily work, you try to do something new every day. You can increase your limits and make yourself an expert in your work. And the more expert you will be in your work, the more you will be love your work. If you want to compete with someone, then choose the one who is a little ahead of you. If you compete with someone who is a much ahead of you, then you will lose again and this will break your courage. And if you compete with someone weaker than you, then you will get bored of winning again and again. In your free time, you do what you like. For example, you play chess, read books or exercise. By doing this, you will feel good and you will also learn something. There are many benefits of changing your paradigm. The first benefit is that your perspective will change. In his old paradigm, Bob Proctor believed that his life was good. He did not think about getting anything else. But whatever he had getting satisfied with it. Bob's life was not getting better. When Bob started reading books that improved him and his finances, his perspective changed. He realized that what is in his life, he can do a lot more than that. This made him realize his inner power and strength. The second benefit is that it increases your productivity and effectiveness. Whatever you do, if you do it effectively, you become more productive. You want to do what you are doing well, and it takes less money and less effort. Why is that? Bob Proctor believes that if you are having trouble doing something, then you are doing it wrong. If you do something well, then you should feel relaxed about it. And that is why you should feel like there is no effort in doing it. The third benefit is that you will master your time. When you have a lot to do, 24 hours are not enough. But by changing your paradigm, you will get help in managing your time. This will help you give priority to your work, and it will help you see what work you can give to others. Bob Proctor shared this with his wife. She saw how much he was worried about his work. Bob offered to help her and she happily agreed. Bob saw his to-do list and asked an important question for every task. Is this job that is important to do, or can someone else do it? Most of the time, you are busy with the task that can be done by someone else. Learn to give work to others and then you will be surprised to see how little work you have done. Cybernetic is the science of communication and control of some machines. You can see the cybernetic mechanism in the thermostat in your house. Let's say it's cold. If the temperature of the room drops below the fixed degree, the thermostat sends a message to your furnace. Then your furnace starts through the cybernetic mechanism and the temperature of the room increases so that people in your house do not feel cold. Another example of this is autopilot mode of the plane. The cybernetic mechanism drives the plane. Whenever there is a problem like a bad weather, turbulence, etc., then this mechanism adjusts accordingly. The paradigm also works like a cybernetic mechanism. Let's look at a Gary's example. Gary is very fat but he wants to be fit. So he starts dieting and keep following him. Gradually reduce his weight by several pounds. But Gary again starts his old habit or paradigm. He does not pay attention, he also stops exercising. This increases Gary's weight again. He is a common example of such a person who is trying to change his paradigm. Gary tries to be healthy and fit. This is the new paradigm that he wants. But he goes back to his old paradigm where he was overweight. People do not consider change as a way to make a new paradigm. Remember that your paradigm is made by your habits, your thoughts, and your behavior. This is a two-way road. If you want change in your life, then you have to change your paradigm. If you change your paradigm, then your life will also change. Let's take another example. At the age of 26, all hopes of Bob Proctor were gone. He did not know where his life was going. Bob was feeling very sad and lost. This was because at that time, Bob had just started to know about his paradigm. He had understood how to change his old paradigm, which was not making him happy. Bob had understood that to make a good paradigm, he had to get rid of his old habits and ways of thinking. If you are physically fit, then your mind will also work well. But being physically fit will not look good in the beginning. This is because you are not used to it. This is why people do not try to change their paradigm. Creating a new paradigm means facing problems. It means you have to learn new things. Facing this problem and learning new things brings you to a new paradigm, which is a new way of thinking. You will not feel comfortable immediately because you are not doing something which you have never done before. You have to start thinking in the desired state while changing your paradigm. What does it mean? Let's take an example of Edmund Hillary. He climbed Mount Everest with Tenzing Norgay, which is the highest mountain at that time. It was 100% impossible. It was seen as a suicide mission. People even called Hillary crazy to try this. In 1951, they tried to climb it and lost. In 1952, they tried again and lost again. In 1953, they climbed Mount Everest with Tenzing Norgay and they became the first people to reach there. Thinking in the desired state means seeing yourself living the life of your dreams. It means not paying attention to what people say and following what you want. People will always tell you to live in reality. They will say that this is the only way, but if Hillary had kept the reality in mind, would he have been able to climb Mount Everest? If Wright brothers had thought about the logic and reality, would they have been able to make the first aeroplane? No, there was no logic in all the best inventions and ideas. To live your best life, you have to do something that scares you. You can make something a habit only when you keep doing it. In other words, your positive paradigm or new paradigm will only be effective when you keep repeating it. Only by repeating it can you get the desired results. Bob Proctor also talks about some principles in his seminar. These principles will help you to make a new paradigm for a better life. Number 1. Take action for whatever you want. Make it a habit to think about the life of your dreams every day and tell yourself that you want it. Do whatever you have to get what you want. There is a famous saying that if you want to get something that you never had before, then be ready to do things that you have never done before. Number 2, you should know about your never ending potential. You should know that your chances of success will never end. You can get whatever you want. Don't let fear and doubt stop you from living a good life. Number 3, accountability. It is important to have an accountability partner for your success. If you feel like you should give up, then their fresh idea can help you. For example, suppose Dev asked Arnold to be his accountability partner. For 2 months, Dev kept doing everything right. He kept following his exercise and healthy eating habits. Number 4, make a commitment. Motivational speaker Ken Blanchard said a great thing about commitment. He said that if you are interested in something, then you do it when it is easy for you. But if you have a commitment for something, then whether it is easy or not, you do it. Changing your life is not something that you can give up. Whatever you have to do, be ready to do it. Number 5, make a decision. Your old paradigm has been with you for many years. Whatever you are today is because of it. But now it is not doing its job. So now you have a new paradigm. Whatever you want to get, decide to work with full commitment for it. But one day Dave felt like eating in a fast food restaurant. He felt like eating french fries and burgers. But then he thought about Arnold, who was such a person whom he respected. He knew that Arnold would be disappointed by hearing this. But more than this, Dave started thinking that if Arnold finds out that he has ordered fast food, then what will he think about it? This stopped Dave from ordering fries and burgers. An accountability partner is not just there to remind you of your responsibilities. He also gives you courage and reminds you about what you want to get. If you find out that you have to take a long road ahead, then what will happen? What will happen if you are not happy with the version you are in now? How can you start changing your paradigm? You can start it with your confidence. You will have to bring confidence in yourself so that you can get whatever you want. You will get confidence through knowledge. Let's look at Sam's example. He had a dream. He wanted to be promoted in his work. But through a self-awareness, he realized that he had to develop his skill for that promotion. One of these skills was public speaking. Sam did not like to speak in front of people. His words were like they could not get out of him and his voice began to tremble. But through knowledge, he could get the confidence. That's why Sam signed up for the public speaking course to help him and to be able to speak in a better way. He learned some techniques. Then by repeating them again and again, he gradually began to speak small and large group of people. Then he got more confident in speaking. Another reason why people do not do what they want to do is the opinion of others. What do other people think? We worry so much about this that we are afraid of what people will say. That's why we do not try to follow our goals, because then people will talk about our failure. But other people are so busy that they do not care about you. This may sound bitter, but it's true. They have a lot of problems in their own lives. They will not always talk about your failure. So do not worry about what other people will think. What matters is what you think about yourself. Next time when you start worrying like this, ask yourself, does what I am make a difference to other people's opinion or not? The answer will always be no. So do what you want to do and ignore what other people say, because their opinion doesn't matter. Another thing that helps to increase your confidence is how you define success. Maybe you can say that people are more successful than you because they are happier than you, content, rich, and etc. If you keep considering success as this, it will only reduce your confidence. For this, a very good tip is that you have to define your success paradigm differently. You have to see success as a progress. As long as you keep moving towards your goals, you are successful. According to this, success is not in how much you know, but in the action you take. Maybe you know how you will get what you want, but if you don't take action, you will never get there. First of all, you learn that to change life, it is necessary to change the paradigm. The meaning of the paradigm is your habits and thoughts. To change it, it is essential to be aware of your attitude and behavior. In the paradigm of power performance, there are two main principles: taking responsibility for your feeling and behavior, and deciding what you want, then acting as if you already have it. Second, you have understood the importance of boosting self-confidence. Reading books and attending seminars can help with this. At the same time, you should stop worrying about what others think. You have learned about the benefits of changing your paradigm. It will change your perspective, help you master time and increase your productivity and effectiveness. Make positive paradigm a habit and recognize your potential. Work on what you want, make decisions, work with dedication and stay accountable. Different paths in life may be intimidating, but they can also be exciting. Opportunities are waiting, so be prepared. A new paradigm will help you bring out your potential and avoid living an ordinary life. I hope you enjoy this book summary.
Thanks for watching.